definitely have a lot of memories in this house.
Speak up, son.
But for sure, the best memories out of 17 years of living here was always with my grandfather. It just, that was my rock when I thought I didn't have one, you know? And so, even when, like, even going through that, you know, my little bullying stage and all the stuff that I dealt with as a child every single time. And especially going through what I went through with my father, he was there every single time. And we would laugh and joke. We had, every time a basketball game came on, he would be there. Every time a football game came on, he would be there. And as far as I'm concerned, my father's name was William Adams. As far as I'm concerned, that is my father. Because anytime I felt like I was at rock bottom, he made life better. Whether it was just a smile or hey, how you doing or something. So when I walk through this house, it's hard to sometimes because I'm imagining him walking down the stairs, or every time I leave the house, I pull up to McDonald's and I you know, try not to order 2 extra McDoubles. You know, it's like so. But overall, like, I remember just their early years where they hosted, you know, the family events, and when all the cousins was here. It wasn't just, you know, a few select here and there and couldn't nobody make it. Everybody was here, you know. And this is the greatest family in the world. It really is. And I just, it's sad to let go of this house because this was all I knew for a long time. This city was all I knew for a long time. But it took me going to Georgia to realize how much of a blessing I had, because I shouldn't have made it out of here, you know.
You ain't the only one.
So it's like, you know, even and I remember specifically sharing a room with my mother at 3040, and when we came here, I was like, dang, I gotta share a room with her again. But just little things like I would get like these little Sports Illustrated kids magazines, and each one of them would have a double-sided poster in it with an athlete on it. Every time I found one, I was like, hey, granddaddy, look, you know, this is on here. And I started posting them on my wall and his. And that's, if my love for the sport of basketball came from anybody, it would be him. If my love for sports came from anybody, it would be him. If my love for music came from anybody, it would be him. So it's just, you know, it gets tough sometimes, but I realize that everybody is in your life for a reason in the season, you know, and sometimes that season may be short, that season may be long, but it's up to you to make the most out of it. And I definitely feel like we made the most out of every opportunity we had, you know, to be a family in this house. So
Very true. Amen. Very true.
Amen.
All right, my Becca.
Can I say something real quick?
Oh yeah, sure.
It'll be very fast.
Okay, thank you.
My memories of this house really started at a young age because Auntie would take care of us while my parents were driving buses for CTA. So went up the steps, and first thing we could smell is an egg sandwich that she fried for us. So, and we love the egg sandwich.
Right.
You know, I don't eat it anymore like that, but I'm like, those egg sandwiches are awesome. Y'all remember those egg sandwiches? Good. And then peeing on the side of the house with granddaddy because he want to come in the house. You know, Right? This could be, we had to go to the house. You be right here. So, the little boys, you know, all the time. I didn't know you had to. We used to pee all over this neighborhood. Playing outside with the neighborhood kids, you know, playing hide and go seek, because it wasn't hide and seek, it was hide and go seek, right?
Yeah,
And
that's right.
and singing that little tune, we used to sing. I was telling Nathan about this. We didn't count. You used to say Flintstones knocking at the door, and then the people going to high had to say Kool-Aid.
Right.
So when Kool-Aid, we was out there Kool-Aid, you knew you had to go hide and go seek. So anyway, and then you know, when I returned to Chicago, coming here and Granddad and Becky and Aunt Jody and Will, experiencing everybody, you know, later in life as an adult was inspiring and helped shape me. Eye-opening, yeah. But I thank God for this house and this family, and as we move forward, you know, I don't see this as a setback. I see this as a jumping off place.
You're a man.
All right.
But one thing I do want somebody to do is take a picture of that.
Yes, I will.
Take a picture of that.
I'll take pictures by the time I leave tomorrow.
Okay.
And the other thing I remember is Mama's Christmas party. You remember that party you had for the church, and Pastor was here,
Oh, yeah.
and the whole house, the whole bottom, the whole floor was packed. And I remember that day specifically because I remember sitting on the stairs with Rusty looking through the banister like, that's how you feel? You just ain't gonna let me come down here? You gonna send me to bed at 8 o'clock? Let everybody else drink Kool-Aid? But, yeah.
I don't have very many memories, but just being able to come here we tried every year. It wasn't always every year, but when we could get here, we got here, and all the dinners and being here for Grandma and Granddaddy's birthdays and seeing everybody. It was really nice to be a part of as a family, and just, you know, it wasn't. Granddaddy and Grandma, whenever we had birthdays, they did not forget about us, even though we were in a different state. They made sure they called, made sure they sent cards, made sure Grandma used to always call and sing to us. She did not miss it. She called and sang happy birthday to us, or she would sing, you know, and send us cards. So those are my memories, you know, from our family in this house. So definitely a stepping stone.
She would be very proud of you.
Yes, you will.
You're a man.
Di, do you have anything you want to say?
Thanksgiving dinner.
Thanksgiving dinner. That says something else.
Anything with food, right?
All right. Okay. Now, Miss Rebecca.
Mom, do you want to say anything? Don't want to do it. Oh, you got
Yeah,
something to
please do.
share?
Okay.
This is for Titi Peggy.
Right.
So you got to stand up.
So you can breathe.
Stand up so you can breathe.
Stand up because my knee hurt.
Okay. Just sit right here so it's high.
When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. When that makes the tall trees bend into leaning, suddenly the snowflakes that fall have a meaning, sprinkling the sea makes it all gleam. I forgot the next verse. Suddenly my world has gone and changed its face, but I still know where I'm going. I have had my mind spun around in space, and yet I've watched it growing. And oh, if you're listening, God, please don't make it hard for me to believe the things that we see. Tell us, should we run away Should we try and stay, or will it be better just to